In April, the Massachusetts Department of Public Health announced revisions to the application process for registered medical marijuana dispensaries in the state. With these changes set to begin in June, the Board of Selectmen discussed the new process and their role in it at their meeting on Tuesday, May 26th.
In the second process, the State Department of Health has completely rewritten not the underlying regulations, but the process to be used to award the licenses.
The new process goes through 3 stages and does away with the point system used previously and will resemble more of a rolling open enrollment system whereby the applicant either meets certain qualifications or they do not. The first 2 stages will take place at the state level and include an initial application of intent and a management review where backgrounds of individuals and companies will be vetted. After passing those levels is where the town becomes involved.
To file a citing application, you are required to have a letter of support or non-objection from the town attached to your application.
Initially coming earlier in the process, the letter of support or non-objection now comes during this later phase and better serves the town in its decision-making process, which also includes a public hearing.
The time for a letter from the town with respect to support or non-objection would have been very early in the process. Now it would occur at a point where DPH has gone through a couple of steps with the applicant. We would have access to that information so that when the applicant came to us in a public hearing, we would have that information with us to talk to the applicant.
Applicants will only move through each phase of the process at the invitation of the state. Department of Public Health Commissioner Monica Barrow says that this process allows the state to maintain the highest standards of public safety, care, and accessibility. It also serves the interests of both sides.
This process respects, as I would understand it, respects the town zoning that town meeting voted on at this last session.
As the town does prepare for the potential applicants and public hearings that will be coming, Selectman Matt Borelli offers advice to his fellow board members.
It's such a critical decision because when you look at the town of Needham, unlike the alcohol discussion where you can have 5 licenses and maybe even more,
Right.
this, you're really just going to have one. Important for us to be very, critical in that application and just make sure that's the right fit that's going to be here going forward.
The state begins accepting applications on June 29th. For the Needham Channel News, I'm Josh Eilberg.